Hello, this is Nicolas Castellano. Today I'm going to give a short demonstration of the game that I'm building with Godot and C Sharp. It is called Ski Game Number 1. Yes, I'm that creative with the names. I'll come with one later. This is a second iteration to what I had before. So in the previous version of this game, I had just the animated sprites, collision, and well, the camera I didn't have it yet. So what I did is first, I complemented the player scene, having a camera instead of just displaying. I added a camera so we can control it. When player moves, we can follow, the screen can follow it. We could add some later on some special movements, like they steer like in a way when the player advances, it's kind of add some inertia steering to the camera, but that will be something I have to figure out later. I also added these text signs that display the player status because I only have a blank canvas. I only know if the player is moving, if the keys are responding because of this, because these labels will display the direction, what kind of button I'm pressing, the player's coordinates, what velocity it has. If it is turning to one side, it's accelerating, it's meaning moving forward. It is decelerating or it's idle, right? So we want to show that. And this is the, let's say, a test screen. I call it green screen. It is white, but you get the idea. The green screen in movies is like where the player, let's say a Spider-Man, it's jumping, it's on a crane, swinging, but in the final product you see New York City, right? So that's what this is the canvas that I'm going to use to later on add more stuff to it, to generate the level procedurally, right? So this is what I have until now. I have the player instance that player can only move forward or to the sides, and it can also stay idle. When the player moves forward, what I do is I have this level is 10,000 pixels wide. That means that the player I can add limitations using the tile sets and the collisions. I can add let's say bounce to the track. I can add a starting point and a finish point where the player either wins or it's second, third, whatever to the other players. And as the player advances, they can only move forward. As the player advances, you generate more of these canvas rectangles, and also you can add tile map containers. The idea is that this will be a key part of our game. We want to add more logic to this part, the tile map containers, and that's something I will do later on. So the new thing that I have in this level is I added a container that contains the chunks of the track. So this will as player advances, as player goes down, it will make more of these things, the color rectangles, color white, because it's always white. Then we have that, right? So let me show what I did, the logic with which I did that, right? So we have the default rectangle height and width. We will use that to generate it and to verify also with the generation threshold. When the player reaches 2,000 pixels of from the position of the player to the lower bound of the array of rectangles, then we will add another of these rectangles with the same width and height just below the latest one. So this is how we do it. We run these two functions first. We need to update the background bounds. What we do is we get all the rectangles. We get all the rectangles here. We want to search the lower bound of it, and we want to store it in this area, right? Now what we do is we run this other function called check player position. We want to see if the player is it overpassed that lower bound. So if the player just reached the position in which we have to generate new rectangles, we run this generate background canvas. Let me see, generate new canvas rectangles. What it does is everything this does is it puts the rectangle just below. So let me show you how it runs so you can make some sense of it. So this is me, it's the player. Let's suppose that this is a ski player. This is snow, of course. There's no tree, but there will be eventually. We go down, so you can see the player coordinates. They start to move. We start gaining more speed, more momentum. If we just stop pressing S, meaning down, it just inertia stops the player. So we start accelerating again. As you can see here, it is adding new bounds. And if I add something to print, like how many rectangles are here, you should see that it changes. It adds up new of these rectangles. So far that is what this is what it is. The next step will be procedurally generating the tile sets, and also I need to have a logic to delete the old rectangles, because player currently move forward. I don't need, if let's say if I make the multiplayer competitions, I should have a logic to when all the players, or just when the player dances, it should delete the old ones. That could be like a quality of life improvements. I don't think it will be necessary, because we already have a start. I mean, the game should have a start and finish, because it's a race. A race should go forever. It has to have a start limit. We will add, I don't know, a life bar to the players if they can only fall a few times before they lose it, and the race will be just like a non-finished status. We'll give it 0 points instead of like 2 points instead of 10 for losing, right? So this is what we have until now. We need to have that and the tile set. This will be a great first start to make the game. So far, that is what I have. Another thing on the list will be an option for ramps, for jumping, for special powers, for dashing, for these kinds of things that I want to have in my game. So that's all. Thanks for listening to me. If you're interested in this project, if you can help, if you want to, let's say, sell me some sprites, I'm open to ideas. You want to recommend me stuff. Have a nice day. I hope to see you. I hope to see the people in the next Play and Mingle in Halifax. To get inspiration when you have when you are with multiple people doing the same thing, you kind of compete with each other. That's good. Yeah, especially in tech, that is very good. That's something I'm looking forward to. Hope to see you again. Bye.